Now, since the beginning of your math career, you've probably had an idea of what the equation of a line looks like. And this is normally something to the effect of y equals mx plus b. So we're going to break this down, and we're going to replace the letters in it with the letters we want to use in statistics. So, first thing is, m is the slope of our equation, right? And b is our y-intercept. X is normally the variable we plug in for, and for that reason we call it the independent variable. It's independent because you plug in for X. You get to choose what it is. Y, on the other hand, is the thing you get out. So Y is what we call the dependent variable because it depends on what we plug in for X. So we've got our dependent variable, our slope, our independent variable, and our y-intercept. Well, it turns out that our regression equation, that's for simple linear regression here, is going to have basically the same form. We're just going to essentially replace the things that we have up here with other letters. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this down, and one of the things I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to rewrite the order it's in. So from before I had y equals mx plus b. Now I'm going to rewrite it slightly as y equals b plus mx. And notice I'm allowed to do that because addition is commutative, right? Order doesn't matter with it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep two of the primary letters. I'm going to keep y, and I'm going to keep the x. What I am going to switch out, though, is the y-intercept and the slope of it. So before my y-intercept was b. Well, I'm actually going to keep the b. And then I'm going to replace the m with a b as well. Now, this can be confusing. I don't want to have two b's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and label them according to the order they're in. This first one will be b naught, because it's my initial, and this will be b1. What I want you to notice is b naught is my y-intercept, and b1 is the slope. It'll make more sense later on why I'm using b naught and b1. Bit of a hint here, I'm going to want to add in more letters. Before we get into that, though, there's one other important thing we need to talk about with this equation for our regression line with simple linear regression, and that is y is an actual value. That is, I could use, let's say, weight to predict height. If that was the case, x would be weight, y would be height. The value I get out of my regression equation, though, isn't an actual value, it's actually a prediction. And so rather than write this as y, I'm going to go ahead and write it as y hat. I put a hat on it because this is the predicted y value based on a given x. So this right here is my regression equation as long as I'm dealing with simple linear regression. Let's go ahead and look at an example using it.